What's good? What's good? Back at you with another video. And I was just trying to come up with a topic. I'm just sitting thinking to myself, like, what I'm going to come up with. But I got it. So if you clicked on this video, you already know what the topic is. And if you can, I would appreciate if you can like and subscribe. If not, that's cool too. But without further ado, I'm going to get into it. And I'm just going to go on my little rant about the Harry Potter Reboot series. Now, I know I'm pretty sure I'm not the only one, but I grew up with the Harry Potter movies, in particular the books. So it holds a very special, prominent place in my heart. You know, it's a big part of my childhood. That and Spider-Man. I'm a huge Spider-Man and Harry Potter fan. So, yeah, it's just my thing that I really like, just Harry Potter in general. Anything Harry Potter, I'm a fanboy of. I'm a fanatic. But my main question is, like, why? Like, to me, I know it ain't nothing but a cash grab. It's just a big money opportunity, a big chance for Warner Brothers to, capitalize on their IP, which I think is just stupid. I mean, like, my opinion, this is my opinion. I'm pretty sure, people, those of you who are watching may not agree, and that's cool too. But my honest opinion is, like, I know it's a cash grab, nothing more, nothing less, and I'm curious to see how it's gonna go. But just from all the insight and rumors that I've heard, that it's gonna mainly touch on the dive into the book, like the movie couldn't really touch on. And that's one other thing, like the books. Growing up with, that's what really drew me to Harry Potter. Like, it was the books, even before the movies, because they had the books, and I know these probably still do in schools and stuff. And I was just like, damn, it just caught my eye. I always had an eye for it. Like, it was very intriguing. I don't know what, but it's just like, it just stuck to me. And then the movies really just set that cornerstone in my peripheral. Like, oh, I gotta check this out. So yeah, I've been a fan ever since. I had the movies and all that. And yeah, man, like, just like anybody else, I'm one of those Harry Potter fans. So again, I'm saying, like, why? Like, who is this actually for? All these reboots and remakes, and it's just really dried out right now. It's really, they're milking a dead cow with this one. And I thought that the movies, or the last movie they made, The Death of the Hallows Part 2 would be, the end. I'm pretty sure that's what we all thought. But nah. So yeah, it's just my insight on it. And from what I've been seeing, the set photos really do, look like they're trying, at least. Like I said, again, like, who is it for, actually? Like, who are y'all making this for? And I think the casting pretty spot on. But from what I've been hearing about the rumors to be true about a black Professor Snape, like, here's my thing, like, it's not the race swapping that necessarily bothers me. It's just about what you can do with it and the story that you can tell. If you have a good story, I mean, none of that stuff should matter, right? Right. So, all this stuff online about, oh, he got a black Snape and what they gonna do, like, it's just not right. And like, nah, man, it's nothing like that. It's all about story. For me, I'm big on story, which I'm pretty sure a lot of others are. Again, man, I'm intrigued to see how this gonna play out. For one, I don't know if I would necessarily take the time out of my day to watch the show, but I am interested in seeing how it would turn out, And You know, where they'll go. I've been hearing that they're gonna go for like 10 seasons. It's gonna be like in the span of a decade, which I spoke on earlier again. I've been hearing that the show is gonna touch on things in the book that the movie necessarily didn't. But that's my question again. Like, what can you possibly talk about? I mean, the book was about as big as the Bible, though. You know, I get that part, but can you actually discuss that the movies hadn't already touched on that would, you know, draw an audience, that would draw a crowd? So again, yeah, in my opinion, I just think it's a big money grab. It's just something that Warner Brothers decided, hey, we got Harry Potter, we got this, you know, we got, you know, such and such, and why not, you know, get the money, you know, just like I said, making a dead cow instead of coming up with something brand new, you know. And again, it just raised my question, like, why? Like, who and what is this for? Because I know it's not for me. It's not for my generation of fans, you know. I mean, you got the game, you got the Hogwarts Legacy game out, so, which I played, and it's definitely nostalgic, man. They did their thing with it. You know, not gonna lie on that. It's a pretty dope game. If you haven't played it or whatever, you don't know what I'm talking about, I think y'all should definitely check it out. For those of you who have a game console, I for one think it's really dope. I like it. But again, man, yeah, man, it's just with all these reboots and just remakes, it's just nothing but cash grabs to me. It's just you trying to, you know, set an old lightning in the bottle that's already been stricken, and the lightning at this point has pretty much died down. It's pretty much sparked out. However you say it, it's just, you know, the cash cow is no longer in service. You know, all the milk is ran out, all the juice is dry. You know, the time has run out. So, you know, it would be interesting to see, but I'm not gonna get my hopes up. Like I said, I seen the set photos. Most of it was pretty spot on. It's just mainly about the story, man. Like, what story can you tell at this point that will bring, you know, a new audience? Like, you know, my generation, you know, we pretty much grew up on Harry Potter, so our kids, whatever, my generation's kids can, you know, have their own version of Harry Potter, I guess. I guess that's what it all boils down to. But still, man, Harry Potter is one of those classics, like, it just can't be touched. I mean, I'm pretty sure there's classics out there that just can't be touched, and Harry Potter is one of them, you know. Like Home Alone, I'm pretty sure, I'm going to speak on too much on Home Alone because I did see something. I believe they made a movie on Disney Plus, and I'm just really intrigued to see how that turned out. I doubt it didn't turn out so well. I should Google it and see, you know, the numbers that movie made, but I don't think it's much. You know, it's messing up. They messing with these classics, you know, and it's like, why not just leave a classic? You know, I can go on and on about certain classics that, you know, Hollywood decided to mess with in the year in the mid 2020s. That just, you know, really have run its course, and you know, this is one of them. But at the same time, it's like, it could be interesting at the same time. It could go both ways. It could be, you know, had a nostalgic feeling at the same time, tell a brand new story like the movies didn't tell. And that's just my main concern, and what I've been hearing, you know, online or whatever, that they're gonna do. So yeah, my big thing is just where they're gonna go with this. In the span of 10 years, you know, that's a long time. You know, I'm scared it's gonna be down to adults, just like the movies, you know, in the movies. So I don't have no problem with it. But at the end of the day, it's just consistency, you know, giving it that feel, you know, just making it to where, you know, it's not woke or anything like that, and giving its own flavor and, you know, setting it apart from the movies into a whole brand new world, atmosphere, whatnot. And I believe they can do that if you got the right people on board. Like if you got actually passionate people, because a lot of times, and what we've seen with shows and movies, that they don't have it. So this can go both ways. It can go either or. But I'm skeptical. At the same time, I have a little faith in what they can do. Like I said, I sent the set photos, and the cast looks pretty much spot on. So I commend Warner Brothers on that. But at the same time, it's nothing but a cash grab. It's nothing but a big cash grab to see, like, hey, we got this, or we need money, you know. I'm pretty sure it's about the money. I don't think it's about anything more or nothing less. It's just strictly about money at the end of the day with them, and what they can really do with their famous, most beloved IP. So, yeah, I'm really not all too pleased with the, whole situation, the whole matter at hand. But hey, it's the times we living in when you got nothing but countless reboots and remakes and, screaming too. But that's neither here or there. So it all just boils down to what the outcome is. And if the outcome is pretty much faithful to the books, then I don't see no problem with it. So, yeah, man. That's pretty much all I'm talking about on this. Wish I can trying to think of more to say. But I think I really touched on it, Like I said, the casting is really spot on. And then in the span of 10 years, it's gonna, the seasons they're gonna stretch from 10 years, so it's gonna be like 10 seasons in the span of 10 years, something like that or whatever. But it's just about what they can do with it, It's about what they can do differently, They just set it apart from what we've seen before. And I just believe that's what Hollywood is missing. It's just, making things different, not making, running the same old well dry. It's like it's rusty at this point. It's just like you picking at an old pipe that's been rusted out. Why don't you get something new, Or trying to put an old window up, and why not just get a new window, Which I'm pretty sure that makes sense. You get what I'm saying. So this is what it all boils down to. And I got faith in what they can do, because me being a Harry Potter fan from day one, I can definitely see where they can go with it. But it's just a matter of having the right people on board. So that's what it's all about too. That's all that matters at the end of the day. So yeah, man, I think that's it. Like I said, I'm excited but skeptical at the same time, because it's one of those scenarios where we've seen this before. You got a IP, you got a remake, but it's all woke, and it's just pretty much the same. It's nothing different. It's something that has definitely ran its course. And I would hate to see that for, a beloved franchise, or, a classic that's loved by millions and millions of people. Same with Spider-Man. They did that with Spider-Man. They rebooted that, which I'm gonna make a video on that. But it's just really much pretty tiring at this point. And yeah, man, I believe they can make it right if they get the right people on board. So I don't have no problem with that. That's if, like I said, if. It's a big if. I guess it could go either way. But yeah, man. Only time will tell, you know. But that's all I'm gonna talk about. I think I touched on everything I wanted to touch on. So if you give me the opportunity, I can make more videos. The opportunity. But yeah, man. This is my page. Like, subscribe. You already know if you're not, that's cool too. But if you can, I'd appreciate it. Yeah. I'm out.